Hi, we're gonna try doing the Tupperware pineapple upside down cake in the stack cooker. So we were eating dinner and my friend said she wanted to try the pineapple upside down cake, and I know how to make that, and I always make sure I have enough ingredients with me all the time. Because all you need is cake mix, oil, some butter, eggs, brown sugar, water, measuring cups, and things like that. So it's pretty easy to do. So first thing we have to do is we have the stack cooker, and we're going to use the bottom part of the stack cooker and the cone. So we'll put that in, and I always use a little bit of Pam. I've never tried it without, but you might be able to do it without. And then you use cake mix. If you want, you can share the video, but I don't have that bling bowl to put your name in. But if you think it's entertaining, somebody might want to see it, you can share it. Okay, so cake mix, and then the directions are on the back of the box, except this one says butter. I don't like butter in it. And then use half a cup of oil, and this is the counterscape. And I put my soy, I put everything in the counterscape on my counter because it closes and it doesn't drip out. So I have people in the house that seem to knock the soy bottle over all the time, and they don't see the soy spilling everywhere. Doesn't spill out of this. And then you put 3 eggs. Easy so far, right? 3 eggs. And I'm in my Tupperware kitchen, so there's nothing allowed to be in here that's not Tupperware. Unless Tupperware doesn't make it, then it's allowed to be in here. Okay, so we'll mix that up. Okay. And we need 1 cup of water. I use the juice from the pineapple. So it says 1 cup of water, but it can be 1 cup of pineapple juice, but there's not a cup in here. So you can use the rest water, like that. So you have 1 cup of liquid, mostly water. And while we're doing that, let me put on the pineapple upside down cake, you always have that brown sugar and butter. So we'll do that. I just took some butter and put slices. Use about 1/4 of a cup of butter. You spread it on the bottom. And then this is the canisters, the see-through canisters, so I can tell there's brown sugar in there. I can see that I have enough brown sugar, so I'm not worried. And you use about 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and you spread it on the bottom. Well, it's probably a lot, but it tastes better with a lot of brown sugar. And then you put this in the microwave for about 15 seconds. You're not cooking it, you're just warming it up. Okay, and we'll finish mixing this cake mix. And this is the whisk that Tupperware makes. Isn't it good? It really mixes it good. You can also put this in the Power Chef and stir it that way by pulling the cord. I happen to have this right here, so I thought I would try this. You can use it a lot of different ways. How easy is that? Okay, we'll try another 15 seconds. Maybe about 20 to 30 seconds would be good. Just think of all the calories I'm burning making cake. Okay. And the other thing that's really awesome is having my kitchen is there's a sink right there, so my assistant will come back later and clean everything in my sink. Can you hear me okay? Okay, Maria, I can see you. And you know you can make your cake easily in the microwave. Okay, so the brown sugar has mixed up a little and it has melted the butter. So we can take the cake mix. We don't want to forget the pineapple. That would have been funny, right? If I didn't put the pineapple. So the pineapple fits better perfectly on the bottom of the stack cooker. And anybody that wants to drive over and have pineapple upside down cake, go for it. My room's always open. It might not always be clean, but it's always open. And there's always Tupperware in it. Okay, can you see the pineapple lined up along the bottom? Okay, now you put it inside. This is a spatula. They have one right now that's purple, berry colored. And it has a longer handle because we've had so many new bowls that are really deep. They made the spatula longer handle. Okay, 10 minutes. My microwave is not one of the strongest ones. It's not one of the strongest ones because I always have people tell me that they can't do it because their microwave's not strong enough. So I went to the store, and for my Tupperware kitchen, I got the cheapest microwave that you could buy. And I bought it at like Target for $49.99. And that way, it's sad, but that's what we buy our kids when they go in the dorm because we know they're going to abuse them. So you buy the cheapest microwave you can get, and that's what they cook in. All of our Tupperware products that they can use in the dorm, all of our Tupperware products pretty much fit in the smallest microwave that they sell and that you would buy for their dorms. I think this microwave is about 900 watts. So I do it for 10 minutes. I have a habit of putting everything in for the maximum amount of time they recommend. So like 12 minutes, but then I found out that it gets overcooked and you can't uncook it if it's overcooked. But you can put it in for another minute if it's undercooked. So I try not to overcook everything. When they told us the pressure cooker you could cook for 30 minutes, everything I cooked was 30 minutes. And chicken doesn't have to be in there for 30 minutes. So some of it was kind of tough. But that's because of me, not the product. So this is the canister set. This is the Eco Tumbler. It's great for for water. And I know everybody has a hydro flask, but this is perfect too. And it doesn't spill. It's got a bunch of different sizes, a lot of pretty colors. You just stick them in the refrigerator, and I usually take like 8 ounce or 16 ounce, and I make enough for the day, and I just stick them in my drawer. And then when you drink all of them, you know you succeeded in getting all your water in for the day. I'm going to talk about the stack cooker a little bit more because it's one of those really great universal products. So if you have anything, this is one of the things that's great for you to have. Sorry. Okay, so I put the bigger part inside and the cone. But you can actually make a whole meal in this in 30 minutes. The bottom part, the long part, is funny because now I have water to drink. Before I cough on my new mic that Maria told us to buy. The big part you put pasta or rice, and you put it on the bottom with water. This center part, you can put a bed of frozen vegetables, and then you take chicken breasts and you cut them up, or chicken thighs, and you roll it in egg and then or mayonnaise, and then you roll it in breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs. and you put them on top of the bed of vegetables, frozen vegetables. And then this part is the dessert. So you put the rice or pasta, the frozen vegetables, the chicken, and then on this part is the dessert. So you can make pumpkin pie, you can make apple crisp, and you put that on, and you stick the whole thing inside the microwave for 30 minutes, and you take it out and you have your meal for dinner. I don't know how to turn this off. Okay, the other thing that's really awesome about this is the strainer. So you can actually steam stuff, but you can also cook hamburger in it. So what you do is you take the bigger one. I wasn't coughing all day today. As soon as you turn on the phone, you start coughing. Murphy's Law, right? Tomorrow is Murphy's Law, St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so you put hamburger in here, and you stick it in the microwave. You cover it because you don't want it splattering all over. Put it in a microwave, crumbled up. Microwave it for 3 minutes, take it out, mix it up, crumble it up a little bit more. Put it in another 3 minutes, crumble it, mix it up. Then when it's all cooked, all you have to do is take this out, and all you have is the hamburger, and then all the fat and grease you can throw away. You don't have to have all that. You don't have to strain it. It's already strained. So this is one of those awesome pieces. It also comes with 2 covers, and the covers fit on the bottom. I swear I didn't cough all day. And then, so if you have, somehow in my house we don't have leftovers, but if you have leftovers, you can put this right in the refrigerator. It's funny because we make mochi in here, we make cakes in here, we cook our hamburgers in here, we do all kinds of things in here. But one of the best things to do in this is, you know how we have, Tupperware calls them planovers. When we have leftovers or planovers, whatever you want to call them, all you have to do is, you know how you put one thing in and you warm it up, and you go, oh, it's warmed up. And you take it out, and then you put the next thing and you warm it up. It's like, oh, you warm it up. And then the next thing you warm it up, and then by the time you get to this one, the first one you put in, it's already cooled off. So with the stack cooker, put 1 bunch on the bottom, 1 bunch in the middle, 1 on the top. You put it in all one time, and you warm it up all one time. So it's all warmed up at the same time, so you can eat it all hot. And you don't have to keep switching it in the microwave. So in case nobody knows, I am trying to earn a trip to Hemingway, South Carolina. So I am eating, sleeping, Tupperware, and repeating every day until the end of the month to make sure that I make my sales goal and my new recruits make their sales goal so I can help them. So if you need anything, any kind of Tupperware, or you have questions, feel free to ask me, because that's all I'm doing for the next 2 weeks, besides watching my grandsons a few days. They have some awesome specials. I'm sure at 9 o'clock there'll be another awesome specials. Somebody said it might be these eco water bottles, so it might be a good time to stock up on them. You should check them out. I'll be able to post a flyer after 9 o'clock. But I'm not supposed to know about it until after 9. But somehow I guess that might be it. Because did you know today or tomorrow is World Water Day? Isn't that a perfect time to have eco water bottles on special? I think so. What else can I show you? This is our microfiber towel. I try not to use as much, you see, Tupperware. I think they're blue and white right now. But you can take things off of like a mirror. That's how good it is. You just put butter on a mirror and you can wipe it off. But I try not to use paper towels because that's waste to the environment. So you have a bunch of these microfiber towels. And my friend is watching and she loves paper towels. When she comes to visit, I go to Costco or to the commissary and I buy extra paper towels because she loves paper towels. I use paper towels once in a while too. But I try to use a Tupperware microfiber cloth. I think when she goes home this time, I might give her a pack or 2 and see how much she likes it. So she can try it out and see how awesome it is. and we can save the environment a couple trees at a time. But this is really great, and that's why you don't see any paper towels up here. I do have disinfectant wipes because Tupperware doesn't make disinfectant wipes. Although I do know there's a recipe they have that I can learn how to make disinfectant wipes, so maybe that'll be my next job, to try and do that. One thing that's awesome about having my kitchen is just filled with all kinds of Tupperware things. So if you want to see something, I can pull it out. And I can show you, because it's right here in my cabinet, because I use it to cook all the time and do demos. The knives, did you know Tupperware makes knives? They're awesome knives too. Come with a protective cover so you don't cut yourself. Oh, a can opener. So you can open cans without cutting your fingers on the tops and all the rubbish doesn't fall inside. This is the Smart Steamer. My favorite recipe in this is macaroni potato salad. Pasta on the bottom, 1.5 cups, water up to here. Then you peel the potatoes. I use regular potatoes and white sweet potatoes. Peel them and cut them just like you're going to eat them in the salad. Put 3 eggs. There's a video, you can look at the video, how to do it. YouTube video is Tupperware by Debbie. If you're really bored one day, you can go look at it. But you put the eggs, the potatoes on here, water on the bottom, and then the cover. You stick it into the microwave, and 18 minutes later you have perfectly cooked salad. I'm going to let that wait a few seconds because you can't just dump it out right away. This is all specially lined so the microwaves do not go through it and hit the food. Only the steam from the bottom goes up, steams the food, no microwaves hit the food. You cannot put an egg inside the microwave and just cook it, it'll explode. So you can tell the microwave is not hitting the food because the egg is fine. They also have another basket that goes in here. So you can do pasta or that orzo. I never had orzo, but at the demo it was really good. So you can put that, you can also put like vegetables, chicken, shrimp, put it all in and cook it all one time and have another meal. Or you can use this as a pasta cooker or a rice maker. I mean, how awesome is that? You can buy one thing that does all these different things. Okay, so now we have a pineapple upside down cake. That's done, I hope. Oh, you know, that's one thing about doing live demos, is it's really good, except you can't try any. You have to I don't know what that means. Tip tap the mic. Alright. Hopefully somebody can hear me say something. So this is the cover for the stack cooker. I wonder if I undid my mic or something. Oh well. Hopefully somebody can hear me saying something. If not, you can just watch. The pineapple upside down cake. And this is really funny because my grandson gets super upset when I dump the cake upside down. He thinks it looks perfect like that. And has a fit when I dump it out. That is, I always cross my fingers and hope it turns out okay. Does that not look great? I think it looks awesome. And there's a little bit of brown sugar on the bottom. We want to make sure we get it off. Okay, now you can put cherries in the middle. I don't buy cherries anymore, and I'll tell you why. I'm always on a diet, and you only use like like 6 cherries. And what do you think happens to the rest of the cherries? Yep, they disappear. I eat all of them. So I don't buy the cherries any longer. So if you want cherries, you can put cherries. Tastes awesome. I just eat the whole bottle of cherries and it's not good. Okay, thank you for taking time watching us make pineapple upside down cake. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna have a piece. It is really good. Really moist and delicious. So Gladys, you wanna get a piece? Oops. That's why I wasn't ever a waitress. Okay, thank you. Now I gotta figure out how to turn this off.
Look at it cook.